Hey guys, welcome back to Talks with Tish. I'm back with another video. Today I wanted to talk about the Tina Knowles documentary that she's doing on profiled black men and just give my thoughts on it. This video isn't going to be too long, but before I get started, make sure to like this video, comment down below your thoughts when you're done. Please subscribe if you're a new listener, and let's get into it. So I've been seeing a lot of videos, comments, and posts regarding this documentary. And if you don't know, the documentary is highlighting the stereotypes that black men, are being portrayed as, I guess. And the documentary in general is just meant to combat negative stereotypes about black men in America. There are a lot of black women online that are having a problem with this because in reality, there are a lot of black women who have suffered tremendous trauma and violence due to black men. Also, just regardless of that, overall, black on black crime is a major issue. I made a video on the black male crime surge that is currently happening. So the timing for this documentary to come out on Discovery Plus is not very good. In general, I just don't think that there should be a documentary like this highlighting anything with the black community to paint us to be something else. Overall, every community has its criminals, has its bad people, quote unquote, and they deal with it the way they deal with it. But the last thing they're going to do is make a documentary talking about the greatness of that group of people, right? Like that's not something we see. So it's just really annoying that black people have to continue to make this type of media, this type of propaganda to paint us all as saints and martyrs when that's nowhere near the truth. Considering the high number of black on black crime, considering our low marriage rates, our single parenthood rates, how we don't have any generational wealth. I mean, so many things that are reality within the black community that are not in alignment with this documentary. Now, this isn't me bashing black men, talking about black men. I have no issue with any man of any color, but this is me exposing the hypocrisy and the embarrassment that this documentary is going to reveal about the black community as a whole. In society, if you want to be known as a productive citizen, you have to do the work. You have to take control of your own image. And it's unfortunate that black men have been dealt with certain circumstances to get them into certain situations where not the best choices are being made. However, black men as a group need to hold themselves responsible for the choices that they made. They need to stop listening and or creating gangster rap. They need to participate in professions that are not centered around entertainment and or athletics. And they actually need to be out here doing the work to be productive, not just making documentaries or riding off of the backs of other black men who quote unquote made it. That is in no way, shape, or form how you excel and correct someone's image. The best way to correct someone's image is to actually be that image, actually be the way you want to be seen. Stop listening to gangster rap music, stop going to these concerts, stop promoting young black men to aspire to just be athletes. I can't tell you how many young black men I've met and I ask them, what do you want to do with your life? And they say they want to be in the league. Like, stop aspiring to be in the league. Stop having sex with women you don't want to marry. Stop creating kids out of wedlock. I mean, the list is infinite, right? The list is infinite. Black people only make up 13% of the population, but yet we have numbers that are just unbelievable compared to other communities that make up more of the population. And it's not about the fact that other groups of people do the same things that black people do. It's just that the proportion as to which those things get done is what matters. So for there to be such a small group of black people in the nation in general, 13%, a lot of crime happens. Single parenthood rates are really, really high. Abortion rates are high as well. I think Black women do about 30% of the abortions, but yet our population is only 13%. Like it's proportions like that are just completely out of line and very abnormal and weird. And that is why anything Black people do tends to get amplified, because we are a small group who in some way, shape, or form always ends up doing the most. It is 2022, right? It's 2022. No one has control over what you choose or choose not to do. If you want to be better, then just be better. Stop making propaganda to paint yourself to be better when the numbers and the reality is not within alignment with that. Do I support this documentary getting made and published? Honestly, no, I don't, because I don't see any other group of men doing it either. I think it is embarrassing. I think it's going to be considered more of a joke. I think it's really coming off as us as Black men just want your trust, when other people see that they are the only ones. Majority of the men who participate in gang violence are Black men who make horrible music degrading women and degrading themselves, and more violence that comes from Black men. Society's not going to take Black men seriously until those things stop, until Black men stop wanting to enter a life where they're doing things completely backwards, and instead enter into a life or welcome a lifestyle where they're being the change that they want to see. I mean, it's just that simple. I'm not really sure why this documentary got created. I'm not sure why it's being aired. No other group of men is creating documentaries about how great they really are. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing, and it's in a way emasculating for Tina Knowles to be the one promoting this. You know, she's acting like she's the mother of all of these Black men, and that's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable, and other races of men are just going to use it as another reason to not take Black men seriously, because once again, we have a Black woman at the forefront of an issue that solely has to do with Black men. The issue of the Black man's image is solely the Black man's responsibility. I'm tired of Black women sacrificing themselves for men that they don't know, who more than likely wouldn't do the same for her. Sacrifice yourself for people that actually would do the same for you. Stop doing it for movements and causes and random folks you're never even going to meet who have their own history of doing jacked up stuff. It's really, really annoying. And of course, I want to see Black men do better and be greater, but this is not how you do it. How you do it is you finish school. How you do it is you actually have a career and excel in it. You have a family. You just overall become traditional and conservative. And I can't stand when propaganda is put out there to correct something that really doesn't deserve correction, because no real work is being done. And it's actually dangerous as well to paint Black men as this perfect image, while there's other Black men living a life that is completely of the opposite. Right? It's dangerous. And other women in other communities don't do this. They don't promote this, because while they still have good men in their communities, there's still men in their communities that are murderers, that are abusers, that lie. And so those women are not going to paint a picture that's just not true for all of the men. They're not going to do that, because they're not going to shed light on the greatness of the men, because if you do that, then you bring shadow to the problematic men and the women and children who are suffering because of it. So that's all I wanted to say in this video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.